Hello friends, beautiful beginnings. Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you all for listening and thank you to all my new subscribers. First and foremost, I want to thank God for this day. Thank God for giving me the strength to come on and speak to you all. Let's release. I am officially a college student for my Bachelor's of Science. Yesterday was officially the first day. I was not necessarily emotional, but I did have thoughts of my mother in a different aspect. Lately, it's been more trying for me because of, I guess, the events that are going on in my life to continue without the emotion of sadness. I have so many different positive events going on and positive things that are occurring in my life that I have to constantly keep reminding myself, God, it's okay. God, she sees it. God, she knows. God, she's here with me. Thank you for this. This morning, I was up at 4:30 this morning, and situations occurred that had me thinking about before my mother passed and how she would have handled certain situations. I want to make sure that I continue to be that kind soul that she was, because there's not a lot of people like that in the world. And you never know what someone's going through and how they just need that gentle speaking voice, that gentle sound to make them feel like life is not over. How someone might just need those kind words that you say to them to help motivate them to keep going just in that one day. This morning, I was so, I'm not going to say devastated, but it was so painful to have to think about her in that sense, to actually have to say, wait, now this is a different type of situation that is occurring. It's not your typical be kind, show people how your mother was, and everybody is friendly. This was a more personal, intense situation, and I had to remember how she took people in to our home, how she allowed people a chance when they didn't have one, how when people didn't have a family, she allowed them into me and her and my brother's life and showed them that people are kind. So when I was speaking to this person, I felt so much pain coming from her life's trials and tribulations. And she's a young soul. And I just wanted to make sure that even in the midst of all the evil and the negativity that might be occurring, I'm going to be like my mother would be. And instead of showing rage, I'm going to show kindness. Instead of having anger, I'm going to show understanding. Instead of reacting impulsively, I'm going to be patient. And I thank God for it so much. I really do. Because the person needs that support. The person is crying out for help, but they're doing their best. And I can understand and relate. But it brought me to tears because I had to pull out a different aspect of my mother. I thank God for allowing her to be inside of me. I thank God for giving me the spiritual connection to know that it is her that arose when I was speaking to this young lady, and that it's all her and God that has me being this person that I am, and I am, is wonderful. It is such a fulfilling feeling to know that you can bring kindness and joy to someone's life just by being kind, just by being understanding. They're not asking for anything monetary. And I pray for her, and I pray the best for her. And that's all my mother in me. I thank God for that spiritual connection. I read my scripture, and if you have time, go download the Bible, and they will send you a daily scripture. The one Bible sends a scripture in the morning with a night prayer. And I just wanted to come on and say, sometimes you might have to pull out your loved one in a different aspect. I could have easily allowed the devil to control that situation. But God said, no, that's not who you are. That's not what your mother was. That's not what we're going to stand for. We are love. We are different. And we shall show that. Excuse me. And excuse me for getting emotional. But I'm learning. I'm learning to live life while grieving and be happy. I'm learning to understand that sometimes the obstacle may be different, but the outcome can still be joyous for you if you approach it with God first. I'm learning. I pray all is well. I just wanted to come on and speak about having that loved one spiritually connected to you and being able to let that shine through even in the midst of the worst situations. God bless you all. Until next time.